Look, as an entrepreneur online, you're probably thinking about where can I go next? I have a lot of people who watch my videos who are normally Airbnb entrepreneurs, but also the online entrepreneur space watch my video. And today's video, I really want to talk about, Airbnb being online entrepreneurs' new HQ, which is basically saying that they're moving all over the world. They're going and staying in Airbnbs, but also why are they doing that and how it's going to benefit you. Look, if you're an entrepreneur who's looking to start your Airbnb business, you want that location freedom. I want to discuss about that a little bit, but eventually share my experience because I've done that before. Stayed in Valencia for 2 weeks and really enjoyed and the benefit out of it as well. But overall, I want to share you exactly, is being an online entrepreneur and using Airbnb the best idea for your growth? So the power of Airbnb for online entrepreneur isn't just, Airbnb right now is not just for vacation rental property. If you look back at the story of Airbnb, it started as letting out a room in your house. And eventually, I still know people who are currently doing that. I've got a friend who lives Monday to Friday in Cardiff. He lets out his property over the weekend while he goes home in the weekend, and eventually he actually makes quite a great return for his property and pretty much lives in his own house for rent-free. However, now the online entrepreneur space are now utilizing Airbnb not only to work, for me, I've used Airbnbs before in Valencia where I filmed all week and I did a lot of monk mode. I sat down, worked, and the entrepreneur space are really taking advantage of Airbnb all over the world, connecting with their clients, but also really, if you look at some of the entrepreneurs I follow on social media, they've got some breathtaking views. So from a motivation level, honestly guys, it is mind-blowing what you can do. Effectively, when you think about, if you go and stay in a month in, let's say, a location for a month, let's say my clients have, units in Dubai, they're giving that away for a month for £3,000 because the rent's so less, but they've got the best skyline views. And for me, that is exactly what you want to think as an entrepreneur. Use the power of Airbnb and actually benefit yourself. Now, the location freedom, and I specifically want to speak about Airbnb business because most of my clients are running Airbnb businesses and they, go from 0 to 10 and then they decide to go, actually, we're doing so well, we're getting return on investment, what's next? Do I travel? Do I run my business, while traveling? I had a management client who used to live in France, but actually ran his management business in the UK. Although because he lived in France, he could come back whenever he wants. But then at the same time, he had a home base in the UK too, purely because his business is based in the UK. But it could be any corner in the world. I follow a lot of people from Bali who live in a Bali amazing villa. Again, very, very cheap. Honestly, you can go there, book it for very cheap, stay there for a month. The only thing I hear about Bali entrepreneur lifestyle is work doesn't get done, right? Because the weather's too nice, food's nice. It is, from what I've heard, it's not the cheapest. It can be expensive depending on where you go. But overall, I've got clients in Dubai doing amazing, traveling, working while they're coming on Zoom meetings. I've got clients right now, we're sitting in July, right? And, there's people right now traveling all over the world and they're taking their business everywhere. My consulting call with them, every week I've got somebody in the call saying, oh, Pez, I'm not in the country, I'm in this place. And it's amazing to see how much location freedom people are getting using Airbnb as a business model, but in other case, Airbnb as a way to get out of the norms. But quickly I realized the more you travel, the more you get to network and also your growth opportunity. Every time I have traveled, I've seen one thing, and especially if you stay somewhere for a longer time, it's just beyond you staying in an amazing accommodation. You're probably thinking about networking in the local area. What do they offer in your type of industry? How do you move forward and understand that? How do you connect with people? How do you attend mastermind? I know people speaking 2 different languages, and now today they want to take that business model back into a country they speak in their native language. So that's again very, very important to think networking opportunity and just growth opportunities in general. And finally, the Airbnb digital nomad lifestyle. Again, I keep saying about this, but by doing that, I've recognized people get to travel, people get to try different cuisine, people get to experience a lot of things and make amazing memories. And hats off to people who've been able to do that as an online entrepreneur, traveling different countries, traveling different places, and being able to grow themselves, grow their businesses. And eventually, one of the habits you've got to take, and I think I've learned that within my business right now, is if I go away for a week or 2, I treat it as a work holiday rather than holiday first. When I do that, automatically I'm still in the work zone, and all of a sudden I'm enjoying the online opportunity I have. I enjoy to connect people locally. I tell people what I do, and and you meet a lot of people within the local. But the best thing about Airbnb provides is the canvas. Now, what you do with it is your choice. So, are you ready to start this life where in world you can do whatever you want, take your businesses anywhere you want to? Grow that business within your location where you're going to do well, but also invest on different opportunity, different part of the world, explore people, explore different connection, different food, different locality, live like a local in different part of the world. Guys, this is your chance right now in 2023. Absolutely important you enjoy it, absolutely important you get to become that online entrepreneur. If you're being an Airbnb business, you're starting to try and think about 0 to 5 units. Once you hit that 5 with an average of, let's say, £800 net profit, all of a sudden you are on £4,000 net revenue. Now when you do that, then you can start thinking about how you could travel, enjoy life. Instead of paying rent in the UK, you can travel and maybe stay for cheaper while you start building your business. And eventually, this is the time to make it happen. Guys, I hope you enjoyed another GrowYourBnb video. For online entrepreneurs out there or Airbnb business owners out there, this is a great opportunity. Well, I have done so many other videos in our channel, and please make sure you hit that like, subscribe and share, and I'll be back with another video soon.